Popular opinion on everything is I think
Yeah.
if Arsenal signs Zubimendi, Sesko, and Semenyo, I think Arsenal are gonna have a really bad year next year. I really believe that. I really think Arsenal are gonna have a really bad year next year. Like I think they're gonna fall off because I don't think the players mentally are ready to go again for the 4th season running to finish to just challenge. I think these players need uplifting. I think these players that will walk into training camp need players that will, as soon as Saliba, Gabriel, these guys walk in, they feel like, whoa, we've got new artillery, we've got new weapons. This is why I keep referencing Alisson Van Dijk. Let's say, once again, another hypothetical. Let's say, Jokeres, Rodrigo, Zubimendi. Players walk in to the preseason going like, yo, we've got new weapons. Like they feel very confident. They feel very like, But you look at the way now, how they're going to walk in with Semenyo and Sesko. I think this, if they sign Semenyo and Sesko and Zubimendi, I think this reminds me of Liverpool after we challenged for the title in 08-09. And then obviously Arsenal aren't selling anyone, but we had a really horrible start to the season after. I can see that happening again. I can really see that happening again, but for Arsenal this time. And there is a lot of similarities between Rafael Benitez and Arteta. Obviously not terms of trophy wise, but Benitez and Arteta both are more defensive managers. They would rather draw than win, type thing. So I've seen this before, and I can envision it happening again because I don't think this squad is uplifted. I think Terry will probably understand what I mean the most out of everyone. Then the one thing United were really good at is they would go get like the best player in the league from a different club, or go get like someone that as soon as the players walked in, they felt that like sense of urgency, that motivation.
Listen, I get it. It's just that it's that kind of. I'll give you no, I'm not going to give this example because the viewers will get annoyed by it. No, I will give it. Monday morning, this is no disrespect to you two, but we had Jamie and we had Alison on the show, and the viewers went, oh, it's nice to hear some brand new opinions. It's no disrespect to you two. It's not they don't like you two. It was some brand new opinions on this platform. The same as when you go to work. When you're struggling or you've been doing well, if you walk in and it's like, well, we've got this new sales director that's coming in who's got some amazing contacts in the industry. All the salespeople become a little bit, oh, wow, we might get some new leads. We might get some new opportunities. It reinvigorates you. Footballers have spoken about this for many, many years. They're no different to any other kind of customer or worker within organizations that they're in. Something new it can give you a new lease of life. That change can be as good as a rest. It might make you think, oh, great. Like we were talking about Bruno last night. Will Bruno be if we keep signing players at the level we have, there's who can pick up the mantle. Maybe Bruno will make less mistakes because he feels like he doesn't always have to do it all himself. He might feel reinvigorated by that. So I completely agree with you. In life, whether, again, you're a consumer or whether you're in the business or in the team or whatever it may be, you get that help. You get something new that's inspiring. It can send you on your way. We do have some breaking news I've got to go to, though, boys. This is very serious about Manchester United and some doping issues at the club. Says here that Rasmus Højlund was required to undergo a doping test after hitting a shot on target during Denmark's training session. I thought that was funny, and I can laugh at my own
on my coffee, funny. You fraud.
Big up, Terry. What made you fall in love with Arsenal?
Great question.
It's because they play in the same color as my team, red. It's the association, but it's not about that. I mean, I just sat here and said what I said. I can't change my mind on Sesko. I like him and rate him. I understand that the fear that some Arsenal fans have over him coming in because there is this unknown. If he was the same age, but last season scored 32 goals, 34 goals, 35 goals in the league, there'd be a very different conversation happening. The one thing about potential, especially potential goal scorers, is until they actually start scoring at that level, there's always a fear. There's always a concern. And that I understand. Equally, though, that doesn't mean I'm just going to go, yep, he's a crap player because people have a fear that he may not reach his potential. Because Arsenal are on the precipice, and I get why their fans, they want to get over the line. So I get it. That isn't defending the decision. It's understanding it. But equally, I don't think he's a bad football player. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a guarantee he flops because that also isn't true. I don't think he's a bad player. If they were linked today with signing Weghorst, I'd be telling you this is horrendous. They're in major trouble. If they were doing what Inter Milan were doing and they were after Rasmus, I would be telling you that is really bad. I'm not.
Yeah, but in reverse, I'm keeping the same energy the other way because when Sesko was linked to Liverpool, I said he's Darwin Núñez 2.0. I said I don't want him. So now I'm keeping the same energy. I don't trade the player, you do. Let's see. Time will tell.
Wayne here said this is kind of like the 0% chance of Arsenal beating Madrid nonsense. On that, I want to ask you a question off the back of the super chat. When you say drop off for Arsenal, what position in the league are you kind of putting them in with that comment?
If Chelsea sign Ekitike, Manyan, and an experienced centre back, Chelsea can overtake Arsenal next year. I think Arsenal could be fourth. Okay. I am now. Listen, every year, whoever is the champion is the benchmark. End of. Like the benchmark of who you want to become is the champion. This is in every sport. So when Man United won the league, people wanted to be Man United. When Chelsea won the league, people wanted to be Chelsea. We won the league now. So like what we're doing is we're signing Wirtz, Frimpong, and Kerkez, and we're looking at a striker. Okay? Now I look at the other challengers. Who is going to challenge me next season? I'm more worried about Man City than Arsenal as things stand with the players that they're linked with. And if Chelsea keep going in the correct direction, I think Chelsea could finish ahead of Arsenal as well. So I think Arsenal could have a really bad season if they sign the players that they're linked with. This if is very important. So KJ, you bum, if you want to clip it up, include the if, please. So yeah, if they sign Sesko and Semenyo and blah blah blah.
Remove the if. Actually, great. I think that would be great. I think that would be a greater clip without the if.
No, we need the if.
The if is there. Arsenal still have the best defense in the league. I think people don't understand anyone that can score or create goals improves us a whole lot.
I don't think you can understand. A player that scores 14 goals does not get you over the line. Benjamin Sesko scored 13 and 33 in the Bundesliga.
Can I tell you something? I think Havertz can do this. Might be able to do the same job that Sesko does.
Yeah, exactly. Havertz can do the 13, 14 goals. What's the point then?
Havertz literally, if he stays fit,
your benchmark can't be he's better than Mikel Merino.
Like he can be. You're telling me that Havertz, with the creativity, if Saka stays fit, and if they get Semenyo, Havertz cannot get you 15, 20 goals next season? He can.
Not 20, but he can get 15.
Yeah, like between 15 and 20 goals. You know what I mean? Like he can. You need a striker that will bank 25 plus goals. That'll give you 30 goals next season. That's what you need.
Can I ask you boys a question? Do you think there's a possibility that the scouting has been so good on Sesko that he can score more than the 14 goals, that he can get 20 plus league goals?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
To be honest with you, I'm not. Listen, none of us here sit and watch RB Leipzig play every game, right? Like we watch some games, Champions League, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and I guarantee you the Arsenal fans that are saying Sesko's better than Eucharist haven't watched. They watch compilations, right? None of us sit here. We watch Premier League football. I watch Interplay. We might watch El Clasico or Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona, maybe RB Leipzig versus Bayern. But from the people that watch in Germany, they're saying that Sesko, Ashraf, watches a lot of Bundesliga. They're saying Sesko is not that what you guys think. He's not the guy in the compilations. He doesn't think it's the guy that it's in the compilation. He thinks the compilations are just getting the best bits out of him. Right?
I hear that. Captain here says Rodrigo, Isak, Saka. I mean, that would be great, but it's not.
Yeah, if you sign that, then we can talk.
Then you are the favorites to win the league.
Igal said Arsenal beat us. That's Real Madrid. Now they have more pull.
No one has more pull than Real Madrid.
Igal didn't say that. Igal, I'm going to back Igal. I'm going to say bullshit on that. I think Julian Alvarez would be great for Arsenal. He can play in all the positions. Yeah, that would be a very good signing.
And Lamine Yamal would be great for Arsenal as well, by the way. Lamine Yamal would be great.
With the transfer season, if you're listening to Rivals, the metric for successful window is measured on the weight of the player's name. What Arsenal fans need to concentrate on is how the linked players suit our system.
No one said that. No one said that. You're so... Like, this is the thing. This is why I get so frustrated sometimes doing these shows, because the fans of every single club just want consistent fucking praise. If you signed Cunha or Mbeumo as Arsenal, who are not names, I'll be more worried than you signing Sesko and fucking Semenyo. Okay? It's not about the names, man. No one's bringing up names. We're talking about the caliber of player. Sesko doesn't have the fundamentals of football. First touch, passing accuracy, crossing. Go look at the numbers, man. The eye test has improved by the stats. Go look at it. Do a deeper dive into Sesko. You'll find out.
A player that scores 14 goals it becomes our top goal scorer this season. I'm not saying a single player will help us win, but a few that get us 10 plus goals does.
And then next season, when you don't win the league, oh, they didn't back him. They got him Sesko.
Can I tell you guys something that someone told me on one of my comments? And I actually find that comment very interesting. I know you have to move on. Just quickly on this. And I want to hear Arsenal fans in the chat, right? Someone commented on one of my videos when I was talking about Sesko and Eucharist, and he said, Arsenal are not Arteta. There is life beyond Arteta. Sesko's for the future. Why should we sign Eucharist if Sesko is born to be one of the best strikers in the world within 3-4 years?
Okay, I'll answer that question object.
Do you think Arsenal are looking into like, yeah, Eucharist might score 20 goals, but if we're going to sign, if we have a chance to sign one of the best upcoming strikers in the world, why not?
Okay, I'll answer that question objectively now. Gyökeres is the present and the future. That's the difference. You don't know why? Because Gyökeres is already one of the top strikers in the world and he's only 27. This is not FIFA. This is not Football Manager. Salah is the best player in the league. He's fucking 33. The best player in the league for the last 3-4 years as well, alongside Kevin De Bruyne. And guess what? They're both above 30. So Gyökeres is the present and the future because Gyökeres can play for the next 5-6 years easy. That's it. Question answered.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
This here says Moreno got 7 league goals. But Sesko won't get more than 13. He could do. I think he will. I think he'll get more than 13 league goals if he's fit all season. Papa Beard here says, yeah, I disappeared when Chelsea were going, when Chelsea were doing good, though. Dad passed away end of Feb, so more stuff to do. And the one time I decided to watch Inter Habibi. Sorry to hear that, bro. Obviously,
sorry to hear that, my man. Sorry for your loss. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, condolences to your family, my brother. Thank you. And everyone here watches all of Euchares's games, Mo.
No, we don't.
No, not everyone watches Gyökeres's games, but you know, there is a difference in terms of quality.
Oh, we've definitely watched more of Eucharist than actually Sesko.
I have. Wayne says, "Can think we can stop the Rodrigo talk? He's staying at Real Madrid, so it's not going from Rodrigo to Semenyo. But Nico Williams is better. But Nico Williams is better than Semenyo? Question mark.
I do think Nico Williams is better than Semenyo, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think Nico Williams is better than Semenyo. He's cheaper, though. I know the wage is different.
Terry, tell Don Todd the Nutter is going for the Prem title this season. Big up, Nick. Right. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Who you sign.
Just because Salah did it doesn't mean he's the new standard. He's an anomaly.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. I agree with that as well. That's why I told Mo that's a high standard to achieve.
The numbers say Sesko is a better finisher than Osimhen, outperforms XG in one of the worst chance creating teams in the league. Admit you know nothing, Hussam.
Keep this on the screen. Don't remove it. So, Wayne, my statement is Sesko does not have the fundamentals of football. Let's look at 2 strikers from the Bundesliga, which I don't watch religiously, but it's on BN Sports. Mo will tell you. So every now and then when we're doing a show and it's in the background, I'll watch it. Ekitike, Sesko, both of them not good goal scorers. The difference is Ekitike is fundamentally sound and Sesko is not. When I'm talking about fundamentally sound, I'm talking about a player that is not purely just pace and power, a player that's not just purely athleticism, a player that has a good first touch, a player that has good passing accuracy, a player that is good on the football. I'm going to share screen here. I know we don't usually do this very often. That's my eye test for both players. Okay, please just put up the screen quickly, please.
You're not demonetizing the stream, are you?
No, I'm not. It's FBRF. Okay, so these are the Hugo Ekitike underlying metrics. These are the goal scoring stats, and these are all the passing stats, right? Now, Hussam that knows nothing, using his eye test, just told you something. Let's now go flip it to Benjamin Sesko here, because some of you guys will think I'm lying. Here's Benjamin Sesko's scouting reports. Goal scoring. Now you go down here to the passing. What did I say about his passing? I don't think it's good enough. He's in the 33rd percentile for all forward line players. Progressive passes, etc., etc., etc. If your logic is he plays behind the strikers and he's one of the 10s, then that makes it even worse that he's in the 33rd percentile for strikers. Now, if you want to say he has better numbers than Osimhen and outperforms XG and has a higher conversion rate, you want to know who that applied to? Darwin Núñez at Benfica, which is why I call him Darwin Núñez 2.0. I could put up Squawka comparisons right now as well and show you the same exact numbers. He has half the layoffs of Ekitike. He has like 1/3 the crossing accuracy, has 1/3, like almost 15% less passing accuracy than Ekitike. All the passing metrics are dreadful, which shows me even the eye test match it, he doesn't have the fundamentals of football. It's all good though, Wayne. Just like the rest of the Arsenal fans, you'll go back to making bum ass excuses in April next season, in March next season. That's if you show face on the stream, which you will not, because I know already.
Pav here says, I think us being linked with Sesko is a diversion. Remember, Berta is doing our signings and he is a veteran in this game. I feel we will sign Gyökeres.
I hope so.
I hope you don't. Hassan, that's too much. We all saw Moreno as 9, is what D says.